I'm at the main gate right now. Gonna do a brief chat, kind of an update. I'm setting up the camera right now. All right. It is a windy day here. You can see it's stacked. It's Saturday. I'm holding this to keep the wind off the mic here. I didn't bring my other mic today. Palmamacos, it is around the third week of March, Saturday. I think it's the 19th of March 2022. And I'm just going to do an update. I have gotten a full-time job, so during the week, that's what I'm doing. I am going to be continuing to maybe get some type of booster antenna. It may be I may go for a Starlink or something. Otherwise, I'll do a WeBoost. I want to get it so I can live stream from the remote camera on Saturdays. I'm just going to do a brief update here right now. And so I have money coming in. So that was an issue before. So now I'm making as much money and even more money than I was doing the full time here at the SpaceX. Hey, Yasiru. So I'm happy because of that. Yeah, Tony, it's really good news. So I'm making over 2,000 a month now, so which is really good. That is so good because it hasn't been that way for over a year now. So I'm making good money. So what else can I say? I'm not going to be here on site going forward. I'm just going to keep moving forward the remote camera. And if I do get another vehicle, or if I'm able to buy a second vehicle, then I will do a remote or a truck cam. But that's going to take a WeBoost and some other stuff. So I'm not outlaying any major cash. I'm taking care of myself and slowly moving the Ocean Cam mission forward, which includes I've got over 400 connections now on LinkedIn in the space sector, in the space field. So as well as I recently this week added some connections with Ernst & Young and some of the other major accounting firms, as well as the top 4 Kirkland and Ellis, the top 4 legal firms. So I branched out over the last couple of weeks to make those connections on LinkedIn. So I'm still moving forward the Ocean Camera Space Corp mission, and that's what I'm focusing on. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I haven't had much of any. Nobody here at SpaceX has embraced me, so I've shifted my focus from catering to kind of a deadbeat. If you were married and your husband or wife was never home, that's kind of the case with SpaceX. They've never said hello to me. They've never welcomed me. So they're kind of a deadbeat host. So what I have done is I'm just moving the Ocean Camera Space Corp mission forward, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm not spending my days here, and it hasn't been profitable for me to be here. So yeah, now I can buy gas for the truck. I can buy food. I can do everything. So I'm going to keep doing that going forward and see where this all ends up. I was out here today checking on the remote camera, and it's great. I mean, I haven't been out here for over 2 weeks, and it's still functioning. It's still got electrical power from the solar cells, and so that's a win. There's a lot of days where I can't. I'll get on camera, I guess. Let me get on, lower it down a little bit. It's a windy day here, so I'm holding the mic here too. There's a lot of days where I can't live stream due to the lack of connection, but I can still record because I can still log into the. I can any time of day, any day of the week, I can log into the computer at the remote camera and do the, access it from that side. So I can record on the OBS software. I can record stuff, and I did that this week. I did a recording when they were stacking this. I had it recording, and then I uploaded it afterwards because the stream quality wasn't high enough to stream it, but I could definitely record it. So in the future, again, would be just to get a better antenna or a maybe a Starlink. That's it. Hey, Hugo. Hope you all are doing well, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, whatever you're doing. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hello. So what do I see here? I see the Starship is stacked. They did a crowd test, I think a couple days ago, yesterday maybe, they did a crowd test of maybe the full stack crowd test. I think some of the next steps might be a static fire, or maybe they'll keep doing some more crowd tests. I know a lot of the people here at SpaceX, some of the employees have they're traveling. They're not here on site at the moment, so they're going to Hawthorne, California. Maybe some employees are going to Florida. So they've maybe reached the maximum they can do here for testing and stuff like that. I imagine there's always more they can do. They can keep modifying the Starship and everything else, but I think they're kind of. My guess would be that unless there's some approvals in the background that they haven't noticed or broadcast, that they're kind of in a wait and hold pattern here. They're not really doing a lot of cutting edge stuff right now as far as new developments. Because I say that because a lot of the SpaceX employees are absent. They're not currently here on site over the last week. So that's it. My guess is, they started building the launch sites over there in Florida. They started building the tower. I don't know how big that tower is in Florida that they're building. The new segments, maybe 8A and B or 8, 9. I don't know if it's 9 high or 8 high, what we're calling it, but they did start building that tower over there. And I wonder what is the size of that? Would that accommodate the new 18-meter projected size of the new Starship, or are they going to keep sticking it to 9-meter diameter? Because if they are going to build a larger Starship, I imagine they would have to build a larger tower. So if those tower segments over there in Florida are the same width and dimensions as this tower, those sections, then it's probable that they're just replicating this tower over there, and they're not doing anything special. Currently, they're not upgrading the size of the Starship at all at this moment over there in Florida. So that's something I've thought about, whether the tower over there is larger than this tower. But so far, all I could hear is that it's the same size. I'm using my headsets as a mic right now. Let me know how the audio quality is. I didn't bring my other better mic with me today. I got a top shot of the top there. Five by five. Thanks, Tony. Awesome. Thank you. Mr. B, nice. Good afternoon. So I'll probably come out every now and then on a weekend, but I am busy full time during the week, and I want to get as much remote camera footage as I can. So throughout the day, I can log into my computer and check that out. Over the last week, maybe a week and a half, hey Birdman, the reception on the YouTube stream hasn't been good enough for me to live stream as I was doing. So I don't know what the situation with that is. Maybe it's all the moisture in the air or something like that, all the fog or whatever. But we were streaming great for a while, and then I don't know what happened with YouTube or what, but it's given me issues as far as streaming. Hey, Mikey says, I'm a believer in your quest to film oceans on other planets, be it ice or just water. Glad you have a plan to keep up your endeavors. Thanks. Yeah, Mikey. Thanks. Yeah, I've got some stuff I've got some stuff that if they panned out, I would be able to afford many things. So, and I'm not talking selling stock. Yeah, selling stock, that's still in the works. If I can, I know a potential attorney that might look over the documents and then get that going. We may be adding an attorney to the team here going forward in the next few months. I've been planning for May to do a stock offering, but outside of that, I do have some plans that if they did manifest, I'm not sure when they might, or if they might ever, but if they did manifest, then I would be able to really take this thing forward just off of my own investments. So I've made some investments over the last few weeks in some other stuff, and if that returned to some of the valuations that it used to be at, I would definitely be able to do some major things here at Ocean Cam. So I'm not hopeful about that. I'm just doing I'm doing calculated risk, and they have the potential to really bring some big money into the business here. So. All right, that's all I got. I mean, if anyone else has anything they'd like to see here, let me know. I will turn the camera around a few things here and there. Looks like they're building a top over there. Instead of putting, that looks pretty much the way they did the Starbase over there where the Starbase sign is. They have a bunch of solar panels on top of a kind of a roof structure like that over by the Starbase sign at the build site. So I imagine they're going to put maybe some solar panels on top of there. I don't know. That would be kind of dramatic type of thing to do here, considering that we got the biggest rocket, one of the biggest rockets in the world over there. But oh yeah, what's the steel structure? That's what I'm talking about right now, Kenny. Yeah, they could potentially put some solar panels up there. I believe it's just going to be some type of storage or roof or something like that, or maybe they'll put two levels to it. Maybe that's going to be a larger, maybe it's going to be a large wall, but I'm not sure. I think maybe it could just be for solar panels or something like that, but I don't know. We'll see. It could turn out to be a huge berm, instead of a berm, they're building it with metal, and maybe it'll be higher than that. I don't know. I'm out of the loops. Yeah, some offices. That's a good idea, Kenny. Yeah, if they don't get permission to do launches out of here and they have to do them offshore or out of California, I mean out of Florida, offshore off the oil rigs or out of Florida, because they just moved the big Deimos over there to Mississippi, Pascagoula. Then Elon floated in the recording of the 2-year press event that I didn't get to attend, that they would maybe turn this into a research park. So if this is going to be research, then maybe there's going to be less firing of rockets here, and it'll be a safer environment to have more offices and stuff like that. So yeah, if that did turn out to be for maybe some type of observation of the launch pad or offices, that would make sense. Yeah, I'm gonna pan to the right here. I didn't necessarily get the shot before. Let me see. So we have to the right, we got the big crane here. And they also have that transporter there, right? That test stand or moving stand or whatever. And they have a SPMT under it. Was that what the booster was on? Or is that, what's the situation with this that we're looking at here? I'll zoom out once in a few seconds. Restrooms and shower rooms for workers. That's a good idea, Kenny. Yeah. Rocket Nerdle says that the steel structure to the left was kind of built to withstand big things. Big things. Good idea. Built very robustly, meant to withstand forces. Yeah, I agree. So it's a private property. Yeah, so I was looking at this transporter over here. I'm not sure if they're just storing it here or why it's here, but or whether the booster was on that and it's still here. I'm not sure what that's all about. But I do see it. We see it there. Equipment storage. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. New booster transport stand. Oh, okay, Stephen. Yeah, I was looking over there in the high bay, and it looks like they have almost a full-size booster over there. So I don't know if they would ever move another booster down here or not, but that would be interesting if they did. If we had two boosters down here, they had the booster 3 over there on pad A, so I don't know if they would ever bring another booster down and just have it down here. But it looks like there is another booster pretty close to being done in the high bay. Rocket. That's all I see going on here. It looks like they're continuing to bring to develop the orbital tank farm. The tank farm, they're probably continually doing more and more work on that, I assume. It was only just a couple of weeks ago they moved in those 5 methane tanks here, situated horizontally. I think I'm going to get out of here in about 3 minutes. I'll do some 4K imagery of this after this shot here. I take like a couple minutes with just a couple minutes in 4K imagery and then upload that afterwards. But that's what I'm up to. If you're on LinkedIn, check out LinkedIn. Nightbot here just automatically posts things every so many minutes with the chat being so many. Nightbot just automatically posts stuff. It's not me doing it. Yeah, so the purpose here is to video and film all the different oceans in the solar system and to harvest the water as well, so that we can have not only sustain human life, but also to inspire humanity, with a different story. Right now, none of the space organizations in the public sector have shown any water on any other moon or planet in our solar system. It's kind of a no-no. A lot of scientists like to think that maybe there were some seeds of life, and this asteroid came down and had seeds of life. I keep hearing about seeds of life, but in actuality, everything in the universe is alive. There's energy everywhere in the universe, and the only way there can be energy is if there's awareness. So, and awareness is alive, and there's only one awareness in the universe. And so, as there's only one awareness in the universe, there's energy everywhere. There's awareness everywhere in the universe. There's nothing in the universe that doesn't have awareness in it. Every particle of matter throughout the universe, throughout all the galaxies and all the suns, all the moons, all the stars have energy. All these different planets and atoms and everything has energy in it. So energy has awareness. There's no energy in the universe which doesn't exist without there being awareness within it. As it, there's no, energy is awareness. Awareness is energy. Awareness is alive. So everything in the universe is alive. So there are no seeds of life. Everything is alive. So you can't seed life anywhere because life is everywhere. Everywhere there's energy, there's life. Every piece of matter throughout the universe, throughout the galaxy has life in it, is alive because there's nothing that can exist without there being energy or awareness in it. So everything in the universe is alive. There's no seeds of life because everything is alive. So you can't seed life on the planet or on these different planets. There's no sterile planet. There's no lifeless planet or location anywhere in the universe or the galaxy or the solar system. So we cannot contaminate a planet with our human biology because there is only one awareness in the universe. There's only one life in the universe, and we're all part of that life. We are that life. There's only one essence, only one awareness. So we can't contaminate anything because we are everywhere already. So a lot of these scientists who've never done any meditation will tell you, wow, let's look for life in the universe and the galaxy and the solar system. Maybe there's life on that moon over there, but in actuality, there's life everywhere. There's nowhere in the universe that doesn't have life on it, in it, as it. Everything is alive. So it's only the stupid scientists who've never done any meditation that will tell you, hey, please give us money so that we can find life. No, that's a very stupid individual that's trying to find life out there in the universe. As a very stupid individual that wants to save a moon from the human biology, because everything is alive. It's very stupid to think that we could prevent ourselves from contaminating or destroying another pristine, sterile environment, because everything in the universe has life on it, in it, as it, and everything is alive. So it's only the very stupid individual who's never done any meditation that would bring up that kind of stupid idea. Yeah, everything is alive. So anywhere there is energy, there is life. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, that was a liquid oxygen thing. So once we get past the stupid quarantine that we have here on the Earth, and we start showing the water on these other moons and planets, which we know is there, because again, they show, oh, we have data, we have evidence. We've had evidence for the last 60, 70, 90 years of water on other planets. So it's very stupid to say, oh, there may be water out there. We have building blocks of life out there. It's only these college and these limited 5 cents individuals who've never done any meditation. Even in the meditative sphere, I was like an expert in the meditation sphere, and the reason I don't hang out with those people is because they're beginners. A lot of people start out in the meditation and the yoga crowd, and they never actually go very far. So anytime you become the best of your field, like I was 20 years ago, 20 something years ago, and I reached the top. I reached the pinnacle of the meditation out of body meditative experience. I reached the other extreme of life in the universe, and that's the only way I can talk about what I talk about. So once you're the best of the best in your field, then the other people who are just starting out are kind of annoying. Not only because they haven't achieved much, but because they have a lot of beliefs which are incorrect. So even in the meditation field, a lot of people are just beginners. There are a lot of people who start stuff but never actually accomplish anything or do anything or find what they're looking for. So after bumbling around for 5 years, being very good at out-of-body experiences. I finally reached the pinnacle of knowledge in the meditation out-of-body oneness, religious, spiritual sector. So a lot of the other people are looking around trying to find what I've already found. It's kind of annoying. So that I don't really hang around with those people too much. So I'm here. I am blending the two worlds because once you get into once you start finding answers, that you realize that everything is part of it. Everything is connected. So we have the physical world here. There are a lot of meditators out there who are trying to escape the physical world because they want to go into the other dimensions, but they kind of don't live here on the planet. So uh, when you reach the extreme of experience, which is the most subtle, so the one being is encompasses both the physical and the non-physical. All these subtle dimensions are also interacting here with the physical, what we call the physical five sense world here. So everything is connected. There's no part of the universe which is not connected. So I mean, you can go out to the most subtle realms and think that you've achieved the most of the most. But the understanding after that is that this here too, what we're looking at here, is no less spiritual than any other realm. So this is you don't have to go anywhere to be powerful. You don't have to. Everything is connected, and there's only one being in the universe. So nothing can be more powerful than itself, because everything is connected, and there's no aspect of the one body which is more special than any other aspect. So this right here, what we're looking at here, is very spiritual. But there's a lot of people in the meditative sphere who don't do anything in the physical world. They're all about meditating and escaping to another dimension. So no other dimension is any more powerful or special than this dimension that we're looking at here, because the one being includes the physicality, includes the physical world. So, I mean, you can achieve or seek to have immortality in another dimension and believe that yeah, you can go to heaven and live in heaven forever. But everything is connected. And so once, if you do get to wherever it is you want to go to in a heavenly realm, just know that there is only one being in the universe, and you're choosing to incarnate in different bodies at the moment. So you will maybe eventually change your mind when you get to heaven and you stay there for a while. So there are many heavens. There's not just one heaven. So because there's many dimensions. So once you get tired of being out in the most subtle realm after you die, and then you'll eventually probably choose to reincarnate on another planet somewhere, because the only thing we can do here in the universe is to reincarnate to transform and to move our perception throughout our body. And we are the universe, so we're never going to go anywhere. We're going to just keep doing what we're doing, which is to live, because we have always lived. We will always live, because there's nothing else that we can do, because we are an immortal, connected being, because there's only one awareness, and that awareness never actually goes anywhere. The only thing that awareness can do is change its form, move its perception, and experience different things. So you can experience the most subtle blissful states if you want to. Eventually you might get tired of that, and you want to experience something else. And there's plenty of experiences here in the universe, in the galaxies and the stars and all the different dimensions that make up us, for you to do. So yeah, even the meditators have an issue, because once you get where you want to get to, then you realize that that's not the end, and there's always more to experience of yourself. The universe is never actually goes anywhere, but it is a big place that we are made up of these. We are stardust, but the stars are us as well. So there's nothing that we are not. I am that tower over there. I am the metal in that tower. And if I did some meditation, I could probably perceive from inside of those atoms over there in the tower. I am that truck over there moving. I'm all the elements in that truck. So you can feel and sense whatever it is that you want to feel and sense, because there's your awareness is everywhere. So the meditators, I don't hang out with them so much, and I don't hang out with the scientists too much either. So once you reach the top of your field, that's you might get a little bit depressed, as I was, because I was trying to become the best of the best in 1996 through 2001. And after I realized that there was nobody better than me at that time, I was a little bit depressed, because I was trying to be the best of the best so that I could be around the best of the best. And the only problem was I became the best of the best, and there was nobody else to hang out with. So just a lot of, you could say, a lot of stupid people. But there are some individuals here on the planet who are as good as I was, and still am, as knowledgeable, and still actually alive. A lot of people, when they reach the knowledge and have the experience that I had in 2001, 2002, the oneness, and beyond the oneness is a one, when your personality gets dissolved into all that is, and you become everything, then a lot of people, their physical body dies, and they don't live. But I lived. It's Starship Trooper. So there are some people like Sadhguru and Muji, and there have been some other individuals as well who've had I believe there's around 39 other people still alive on the planet who have experienced what I've experienced. So they usually gather big crowds around them, and they share what they know, and they try and help the other awarenesses in other bodies, because we're all connected. And the only reason I would want to help you, maybe beyond being a kind and nice individual, is because I believe that you are me, and if I can help you, I'm helping myself. So I'm pretty selfish. When you become meditation, when you get into meditation, they tell you you want to be selfless, but the way to be selfless is to help help other people and everything like that. But in meditation, you want to understand what is the self. It's not who am I. When you get really deep into meditation, it's not about who am I, because the personality dissolves the deeper you go into the subtle realms. So who am I is actually a dumb question. The better question is, what am I? Because as you progress in meditation, you realize that you start to remember things that you've never known while you were alive in your body. So you have access to more memories than you normally do when you're in your physical body. So as you become more of a meditator, you will start to remember other lifetimes and have other knowledge that you've never learned. You will start to meet other people who you've never physically known before, but you know them. You actually have the known. You know stuff. So who am I is a dumb question. What am I is a better question. And eventually, you will probably, because since I have, then you will, because there's only one being in the universe. And if I have done it, then you have done it also. So you will know what I know. And when you know that, you will know that the what am I is a better question, because what am I eventually leads to we are the one being interacting with itself. What is the correct question? What am I? Not who am I? Anyway, so I found out what I am, and I am is we. I am is we. I am us, and you are us as well, because I am. I am is I am, and we are us. We are the I that everybody is searching for. And when I, as we, understand what I'm talking about, then we will live in a paradise here on the earth, and not only on the earth, throughout the solar system, on every moon, planet, asteroid in the solar system, because we will interact with more of us. And instead of bombing each other and stuff like that, instead of doing stupid stuff, we will do more intelligent stuff, and we will have a very thriving civilization here, not only on this planet, but we already exist on other planets already. We're kind of in a quarantine prison planet here right now. But some of the people who think they're better than the other people have spaceships and other stuff. So the people who think they're elite are actually some of the dumber people here on the planet, because they're locked into their five senses, and they get kind of excited when they get more money and stuff like that, and think they're better than other people. But I am doing my best here to wake myself up and share the experience as I go. So I know I haven't chatted here in a couple weeks. Yeah, hey Mikey, some of the people think that there were a lot of bioweapons in Ukraine, and some of the you got to remember that the Biden administration, before they became president, had some dealings with the people in Ukraine, and even Biden's son got a lot of money from Ukraine as well, over $1 billion. So the fact that the United States is siding with Ukraine is kind of predictable, considering Joe Biden had a lot of connections with the Ukraine, and there's some thoughts that there were a lot of bioweapon laboratories over there in Ukraine, and maybe the Russians are actually doing the better job by standing up and blowing up some of the Ukrainian bioweapon laboratories over there in Ukraine. So I don't know, God bless Ukraine, but God bless the people. God bless all the people. But when it comes to weapon laboratories, then I think those things need to be blown up, and the people building them need to be blown up as well. So I think it's a good thing, and everything in its own time. And even if you look at Carlos Castaneda, would say that a lot of people like to sit around and just do nothing. So a lot of people like to do nothing. So war is actually a good thing, because it gets those people to start moving around and start developing spiritually, because a lot of people like to just sit around and do nothing. So when there's war, it causes people to think and actually turn off the TV, or maybe watch more TV. I don't know, but at least they have to start feeling like maybe they should do something, or start thinking about something, because a lot of people don't do anything spiritually, and when their life is on the line, then maybe they start thinking deeper questions. So, Jill. So yeah, Carlos Castaneda would say that war is a great time to become a spiritual individual, because all the other times it's kind of lazy and you're just looking at your food and everything else. But the war actually gives you an opportunity to dive deeply, and those few individuals who do the binaural beats and the meditation and other stuff, or even maybe a Vipassana Buddhist meditation retreat, have some actual spiritual experiences, and they are no longer seekers. Well, they're no longer what is it called? Skeptics, because once you experience something spiritually, then the whole idea of being a skeptic becomes rather dull and kind of boring. A lot of skeptics out there who have never done any actual deep dive, deep spiritual searching or meditation. It's better to meditate than to search, but the whole meditative search is actually kind of a beginner stage. And when you actually do some meditating and stop searching, then you actually get some actual experience. And then you stop being a skeptic and you become more of a experiencer. And then you progress beyond all the other individuals who are still skeptics, like Elon Musk or some of the other very respected scientists who have never done any meditating. And you actually become a much better being in the universe. I mean, everybody, there's a purpose for everything. So I mean, some of the people who don't do any meditating but build these big rockets and stuff are, there's everything's connected. So there's a lot of good coming out of what we're seeing here. So I'm not going to downplay what's going on here. This is great stuff. I mean, this is there are a lot of people who don't want these rockets to go up. Some people want to delay SpaceX so that their country can beat SpaceX at the whole rocket thing. I believe in China, they're making a very similar rocket to what the SpaceX people are building here, and maybe they want to slow down the SpaceX and do it themselves first. So they want to copy what's going on here at SpaceX and be the first by copying SpaceX and then just being a good copier like China is doing, I believe. SPMT on the move. Yeah, Mike, I don't know. I'm not very political, so I'm not up to date on what all the stuff is. All I do know is that Biden, before he got elected, had a lot of dealings with the Ukraine. And it's pretty interesting how we're siding with Ukraine right now. And somehow Biden got elected. I don't know that. I don't know how Biden got more votes than Obama. You know, Obama was a pretty popular president. I actually voted for Obama twice, even though it turned out to be a bad move. But yeah, how did Biden get more votes than Obama? Everybody, how did so anyway? We had we had more votes this year, in 2020 than there were voters. So that's pretty interesting stuff there as well. So anyway, um, good stuff, everybody. Good stuff. We got action on the SPMT. I don't know what they may just be moving it over there toward Pad B. I don't actually know if anything's actually happening back there. They're probably just moving it. That was the SPMT that was underneath this, underneath that thing over here in the center there. The SPMT was under that stand, so they were probably just moving it away. Yeah. Let me check out, so some questions about the QD claw. I will get that shot. We'll get that shot. Let me tilt up here. Looks to be, yeah, I heard a while back that they took some pieces off of the QD, right? I haven't really been looking much at what's going on here, but we can kind of see it is low quality. I believe 720 pixelation or maybe worse, but the QD is up there kind of supporting the booster Starship connection there. My other camera is over there at the remote camera site. It is recording this shot right now. I went today and I took some measurements of the camera in its extended position. So because I a week ago I finished polishing up a new environmental kind of a unit to keep the to protect the camera, and I will also use the up, down, left, and right panning because I did finish that contraption with the electronic movement of the remote camera. So I just have to put it in the new container, and then I will add that to the remote camera site, and I'll be able to tilt and pan with a zoomed in shot of the with a Nikon over there. So I took some measurements today, and I'm going to work on that a little bit more to see if the camera, when it's fully zoomed in, it will be will fit inside the new contraption that I've put together. Mikey, thanks. Glad you enjoy it. Yes, sir. Says I removed some stuff from the thing there. Good stuff. All right. Well, it's a kind of a windy day. I see the clouds are a little bit. We can see some blue through the clouds. There is some sun trying to come out. There are some clouds though, and I don't see much happening here. They're bringing in some gases and things. They had a cryo test. I think yesterday it was. So they're probably adding more nitrogen and oxygen and everything else. They're doing the next series of unloading of gases so that they can, keep moving forward. If anyone wants to know the weather, you can just type an exclamation mark with the word weather after it, and that'll tell us the wind speed and everything else. I can't do it from where I don't have a way to type here, but we would know what the weather is. QD fueling, Tony says the QD fueling is connected to the Starship 20 for cryo testing. Oh, cool. So they have the quick disconnect up there connected to the Starship, says Tony, and they're going to be loading in a bunch of cryo, nitrogen or whatever for the cryo test, or maybe some LOX on the bottom and some methane on the top. Are they doing the cryo test with liquid oxygen and methane? Because I know the bottom is LOX of the Starship, and also at the bottom of the booster is LOX. I would have liked to have a vehicle parked here and get that shot, but I got to work during the week. I can't get the truck out here, and currently the reception when they do the my live stream cuts out a lot of times when it's getting most exciting, and I believe that's because they rotate the big dishes over there at the satellite dish thing, and it kind of messes with my reception just at the most opportune time when I'm using OBS. I think my direct live stream to YouTube, which doesn't have the when I live stream without the time at the top, that's good because that's direct to YouTube. But when it goes through OBS, there's a lot of problems with the string quality. So I don't know why. Tony says it's nitrogen, so they do the cryo test with the nitrogen, no, not with LOX or with methane. Okay, thanks. Jill says they removed the 2 claw arms. Don't know why. Possibly redesign might come back. Yeah, okay. And some people have, again, I do know for a fact that some of the employees at SpaceX here, some of those engineers are elsewhere. They've left town to various other SpaceX locations, and so maybe they are redesigning at some of the other California and Florida. Maybe they're redesigning things off-site, and they're gonna bring those engineers back and do some more work here. We'll see. Wow. Rocket Nerdle says apparently they cut the claws right off with torches, so they likely have redesigned. Maybe a plasma torch, huh? Hey Jill, I'm doing good today. I'll get on camera a little bit, I guess. I get on camera again. I don't know how my cameos on camera are looking, but I will do it. And there's wind, so I don't have my other mic with me. I'm doing pretty good. I've been working full time the last couple weeks, and it's good. I'm gonna go buy some stuff today. I got paid. I got my first check yesterday, so good. It's going good. Good. Looks like disturbances in the upper atmosphere. Sounds good. Thanks for asking, Jill. Thank you. Hope you all are doing well as well. Yeah, I miss coming out here, but I got to have some steady income, so that's yeah, got to have work. Got to have work. Um, some of the cool stuff would be to have one of my friends mentioned that he might have a vehicle that we can use for a kind of a truck cam here. Rocket Nerdle, I'm going to work at a bunch of different spots, but I'm currently working at one spot. Keep it secret. Weather for Boca Chica. Thanks, Tony. It is cloudy with the temperature 66 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 degrees Celsius. So 66. The wind is blowing from the east-northeast at 6 miles an hour, 10 kilometers, and the humidity is 62%. Thanks. Good stuff. Um, Oh yeah. So one of the sponsor of the show here is, and there's room for other sponsors as well, but boat transport quotes. If you have a boat or a ship or anything, a sailboat or anything else that you want transported, you can check out that website. And Bill, ask for Bill if you want, or just say you heard about it on Ocean Cam, and they'll give you a good, they'll give you a quote for your boat. Boat transport quotes.com. Yeah, and not only pay the bills, but to have some fun buying stuff. So I'm gonna buy some more stuff today, and I bought some stuff yesterday, and I'm just gonna have fun buying things again because I haven't really bought a lot in the last 12 months. I bought a lot of equipment, but I haven't bought a lot of things that I want for myself. So anyway, so had a lot of fun though. Had a lot of fun over the last 12 months. Definitely. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. It's been a lot. It's been fun being here again. I may come out again this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm gonna size up the. I took a measurement on how big the Nikon camera is in the. Right now, it's recording this shot here from the remote camera site, um, and because the every Saturday on Saturdays the stream quality is terrible, and I believe that's because the AT&T on Friday and Saturday gets used so much by the population here in Brownsville that they must dial down the something. They do something because, or it's just so crowded here. So many people watching videos using the internet on AT&T that I don't have a good enough stream quality. That's why I never stream on Saturday or Friday, pretty much, because it just gets backlogged so much. So I think Sunday or Monday, the stream quality gets a lot better every week. It's predictable, and so I may do a live stream on Sunday, if not Sunday, Monday, and it's good. A lot of good stuff. I'm having fun. What else was I gonna say? All right, I think that's good. If you'd like to chat with me about anything, just send me a message, and keep doing bigger and better things for yourself or enjoying yourself, because that's what I'm doing as well. All right, the date is March 19th, I believe it is, 2021. 2022, make that 2022. March 19th, 2022. Um, take care, everybody. See you soon. Thank you. Whether in this dimension or the next dimension, I'm sure we hang out together on the other side when we go to sleep all the time. So take care. See you soon.